fine. Oh, minus Fox. I'm thinking I'm Fox. And I just saw Daredevil Born Again. I binged the entire series right now. Because why not? At this point. And then, but anyways, sorry. Gotta catch my mind again. I'm also a little sick. Daredevil Born Again. The new Daredevil series, which is a continuation of the Netflix one, but I don't know if, like, it is the continuation, but I don't know if legally it's a continuation, if you know what I mean. I can't remember if that's the case or not. Like, I'm sure, like, there's continuity, obviously, in between them, but I don't think necessarily it's the official. It's the official continuation, while not any because it's Daredevil. It's good. It takes place after the original series, where Foggy, Karen, and Matt create their law firm together. They're having a great time. Foggy's apparently about to end a case. But where his case was, got a client, like his person on the stand, in trouble, and pretty much got him killed by Bullseye, as well as getting Foggy killed, as well as Matt going full crazy and beating the shit out of it. Which also, it's really funny watching. Like, Matt has heightened senses, but I'm thinking, like, does he have, like, quicker regen too, or anything like that? Or anything like, because, like, he definitely felt very human in this. Also, there was the cop that he beat the shit out of, well, cop / bank robber. That one where he beats the shit out of, like, he, like, slams his face into the glass. This show is pretty brutal. He smashes his face into a glass, breaks his leg, and then knocks him out. And then we never see that cop again. Maybe in season 2, he'll be brought up, but, like, we never see him again. I'm like, what happened? But pretty much, a bit quick synopsis. Matt gives up being Daredevil after Foggy's death. Wilson Fisk runs for mayor. And his constituents, or the people who vote for him, all wear a brightly colored hat that says, Fisk will fix it. And eventually he creates his own, force of police officers that can do whatever the hell he wants and attack whoever the mayor wants. And he targets a minority group at one point too. Even blaming someone who's like, even blaming someone who was just trying to do good as like someone being a criminal, and it's like, I wonder how much of this would have changed if it was all filmed like after the certain winning of a presidency, because holy shit, like I'm looking at it, I'm like, all right. Like, we're talking about Superman fighting ice. These guys are literally like, Daredevil's also fighting ice. And also the thing is, those police officers, like a lot of, like, law enforcement, are wearing, like, the Punisher's logo, and like, oh, we really like what you do, Frank. And when Frank eventually does pop in, he's like, I don't give a shit about any of you guys. You guys are all dumbasses. I don't know why the hell you're obsessed with me. I fucking hate all of you. You don't know my struggles. You don't know my pains. You don't know me. The hell? And I'm like, all right. And Frank gets a good few of them. But pretty much Fisk becomes mayor and is learning how to navigate legal stuff along with his, like, group of yes men, as well as dealing with, the certain gangs, while Matt is dealing with first trying to help White Tiger get acquitted. I think it is not guilty plea, and eventually, while that's all going on, there's also these like paintings being put up, these graffitis putting all around the city of like Fisk as Kingpin. They have, like, eventually, spoilers, I guess, for the show, when White Tiger dies and gets killed, he just gets killed, like, shotgun to the head. I'm like, damn, dude. You're a superhero. Shouldn't you have, I don't know, been a little bit more aware of your surroundings? If, like, a dude could just come up behind you and just put a gun in your head, I guess? I don't We also see I believe his niece will become like the White Tiger that we see in as the Ultimate Spider-Man in the cartoon, because that's where I learned about, actually, well, first White Tiger I learned about was Dexter's Laboratory, and like man that's a really funny like superhero kind of thing, but also I really liked him, like he was really cool. I really wanted to figure him, and then later on I found out White Tiger was actually a Marvel character. I'm like, okay, he wrote it like 2 generations. Anyways, but yeah, so there's that going on. There's this mass murderer who kills people. And again, those graffitis being put up are actually made with like epoxy and human blood, which is like, oh shit. And Fisk is also like obsessed with like the docks for whatever reason. The Red Hook docks. For whatever reason, and then we find out like everything kind of ties together, where like apparently it's a free port, so the city doesn't own it, which means it's like not USA land, which means Fisk could do whatever he wants there and not be and not be, sued. I'm trying to think. Fisk also came back when his wife was running things, and then we find out things like that she did during like her controlling it. Matt is really fighting on whether or not he should or should not be the Daredevil. Their whole thing is that the city apparently is that the city's police aren't really doing much, and that what was it? Wait. Sorry. I'm trying to think. What was it? I'm a little low energy. I apologize. Daredevil. Oh yeah, mass vigilantes are making up for it. And the thing is, like, I really do like how the shows kind of do these things. Like, at one point, on my screen, there's like a little thing that says like there's like, when they like a square like around my face. There's one like up here. I don't know why. Hey, ghosty, I guess. Oh, now it's gone. That's not good. But I'm trying to think now. Oh, like you have. There's a character that I was looking at because there's one point where Fisk is like, he goes to like a gala with all like the rich people of it, and it's like, yeah, these rich people are the ones that give us the money to actually build stuff for the city. Without them, you can't do anything. And like, one of those people, I was like this guy with a mustache and his hair curled back, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? I'm like, why does he look familiar? And then until I looked up, I'm like, oh shit, that's Kate Bishop's stepfather. I was like, oh. I'm like, oh shit. And then like at one point when Matt stops like a robbery, and that's the one where he beats the shit out of the corrupt like bank robber / cop. With that, he sorry. With that, Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel's dad, is there, and he's like the bank, like not manager, but right below the manager. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's cool. Like, I like how the little shows like are referencing each other in that sense, or like, showing the continuity between all of them. This show does bring into question though, when exactly does Daredevil bang She-Hulk, or when that happens? Because is that before Foggy goes? Is that before Foggy's death? Is that way after Daredevil Born Again Season 2? Because this leaves off on a cliffhanger. And also, like, if you're expecting him to wear the suit most of the time, he doesn't. He wears, like, maybe like 4 times in the entire series, entire first season. I'm sure the second season he's going to be in it way more. But he is barely in the suit, but there is obviously a story reason for it. And then now he's like fully embracing back being the devil of the Hell's Kitchen. I'm trying to think now. Daredevil. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Fisk pretty much takes control of the city. He creates riots and chaos, so that way he could put it under martial law. Matt at one point saves Kingpin's life, and then Kingpin wants him killed to be as a martyr. It's like, wow, really? There's so many like messed up things, like Kingpin kidnapping his wife's boyfriend her boyfriend that she had after he left for however long. So my throat's kind of going. It's really interesting. This show. It is very much like it is kind of the Netflix one where like there is like a lot more talking and stuff like that to this. But it's honestly, the dialogue isn't bad. I really do think it's pretty good. I also, FYI, I did watch this on a third-party way, just so you know, because I don't really like to support Disney too much right now. But if you can find that way to watch this, I would recommend it. It is pretty good. It's cool seeing, there's some cool cinematography too, where like if something big is happening in like Matt's life, there's something equally big happening in Kingpin's life, and like they're showing it like in a mirror image of each other, which I thought was really cool. It slowly shows like it shows Fisk just slowly like taking over. I really do love the energy Matt and Frank have in this series, because every time they're on screen, they have like such like sibling brothers feel to them, which I find really funny. And also like just them in the show itself, like I'm trying to think. Like it's really interesting seeing like that Matt doesn't have a kill code, while obviously Punisher has no such kill code, has no such thing. So like there's the whole fight in Matt's apartment at one point, and Matt's like he's doing everything possible not to kill anyone, and then you just see Punisher bang 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 just putting bullets in people's heads. And mind you, I love the no kill rule, because I legit do think that is the best thing for heroes. I don't necessarily like the idea of like the heroes just being crazed murderers, I guess. I don't necessarily like that. But I will say, though, like, in this regard, I was, like, going, like, man, Castle, you shouldn't be doing that. But on the same note, like, they're not getting back up. I'm like, it's gonna help Matt, because Matt's, like, at that point already has a bullet hole in him, and, like, he's still fighting all these people. So I'm like, in a way, I'm like, eh. I'm not an advocate for, them breaking the kill rule, but also on that same note, it is like, I am kind of happy Castle there. Also, Castle gets, like, caught in the end, and Fist, like, chains up, like, all of the rich people and takes over. I guess just takes them over, or, like, I don't know. It's really funny not really funny, but I saw him, like, oh, shit, he's just straight kidnapping people now. I'm like, okay. And also at that point, it was like the 10-minute mark for this last episode, or like 10 minutes to the end. I'm like, wait a minute, how are we going to finish all this? It turns out, like, I guess in March of next year, will be season 2 of Daredevil, which I don't know when Avengers Doomsday comes out. I think it comes out next year. But Avengers Doomsday, like, Avengers is going to lead to Secret Wars, and Secret Wars, I think, is another year after that, is going to, I think, reboot the universe, kinda, so I'm wondering how that's going to play out. But, it'll probably be something along the blip, and, like, probably won't, like, reboot everything, but it'll, like, merge all, like, the universes kind of together. But, yeah, this was pretty fun. Sorry, again, I'm a little low on energy, being sick and all. This was pretty cool seeing Matt, like, go through all this, seeing Fisk, seeing at one point where Karen comes back to save him, and, Frank helping out, and having Sonic, because again, when those two bicker, it's very much like sibling Right? Even at one point when Karen comes and picking them up in the car, Matt just going shotgun, and like it's like really, like I love them so much. Their interactions like some of the best parts of this whole show. 1 year later, Bullseye, Fisk can fix it. Fisk approving to fix a bridge immediately. I think a hole in the ground too. Where'd he go? Look, man, I'm visually impaired. I'd love to help. Oh yeah, because at one point there's like a witness that Matt needs, and Matt gets him out of the building, and then like the cops bust in, and they're like, "Where is he?" And Matt's like, "I'm blind, dude. I don't know where he is." Then they try to fight him, and try to kill him, and Matt just beats the shit out of him. And one cop's like, "There's no way, you're blind." He's like, "No, I'm blind." Why? You gonna tell them that a blind man kicked your ass? No. They do bring up Officer Reyes, which I feel like that's a reference to the character. And then they say Morales, which it wouldn't surprise. I saw people joking about that, but like it wouldn't surprise me that's supposed to be Morales, as in Miles Morales' dad. Because I think he takes on his wife's last name, so I believe it is Morales for him. But it could not be, like, I don't know. Like, we do know the Prowler is a canon character in this universe, and also in Spider-Verse, at least, we see that he is that version. So, you see, Fisk probably has Adam tied up, constantly beaten. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, because there's one where you see Fisk always having bloody knuckles, and it's because that's the boyfriend that he has locked in the basement. Kamal is apparently in California right now. The Muse makes up with blood. Matt, there's holding with Matt's new girlfriend, and him not telling her about, him being Daredevil, and like she doesn't like vigilantes and all this stuff. The show's pretty good. I like it a lot. I'm excited to continue watching. I am going to watch it again through a third-party one. That way Disney doesn't get a cent from me. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, which means I've done. Links are on my Facebook for buttons on there, so check out my videos. Hope you enjoy this. Sorry if my energy's a little low. I'm very sick. I'm sick, so I was like, let me just watch TV, and I just watched TV for like all day just so I could, and then, I'll make some more videos soon, hopefully. But thanks for watching, for your videos. Hope you enjoy this, and we'll see you later. I remember back in the day when I watched the Spider-Man animated series, I misunderstood when Daredevil was talking about his past. I'm pretty sure I brought this up before, but I legit thought when Daredevil was shown like training in the past, I thought that was him training a young Spider-Man. And for a long time, I always told everyone like, "Yeah, Daredevil trained Spider-Man." And I was like, that's not that bad of an idea, and that'd be cool for like an AU or an alternate, like another multiverse reality world. Especially because in Spider-Man's Spidey sense and Daredevil's blind sense, I guess, like kind of work off of each other very well. I don't know.